The sun rises for another beautiful day on the island of Sodor. Something special is going to happen, but the engines don't know it yet.
Good morning, engines,
says Sir Topham Hatt.
The country fair is today. I've come to give out the jobs. There are 10 important deliveries to make.
Thomas is the first engine out of the shed. I can do all 10 jobs myself, he says.
That's a lot of work for one engine,
cautions Sir Topham Hatt. You can count on me, Thomas peeps.
You are a really useful engine,
Sir Topham Hatt agrees. Very well. You need to deliver 1 ladder, 2 cans of paint, and 3 paintbrushes for the banners, 4 bunches of balloons, 5 horseshoe sets, and 6 blue ribbons for the games and prizes, 7 bottles of milk, 8 baskets of eggs, and 9 barrels of butter for the baking contest, and 10 band members for the concert. Yes, sir, Thomas peeped. But there is one thing that Thomas didn't count on, having to make all the deliveries with a troublesome truck. At the station, a worker loads 1 ladder, 2 cans of paint, and 3 paintbrushes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, Thomas puffs loudly.
Back and forth, drop 1 off.
The troublesome truck rattles behind him. Soon, Harvey pulls up beside Thomas. You might need some help, he says. No, thank you, Harvey, puffs Thomas. Sir Topham Hatt is counting on me. Soon, Thomas reaches the fairground station, where a worker waits to unload 3 paintbrushes, 2 cans of paint, and 1 ladder. But to his surprise, there are only 2 paintbrushes, 1 can of paint, and no ladder. Oh, bother, Thomas gasps. I've come up 1 short of everything. I'll have to count more carefully next time. Harvey pulls in after Thomas. I think you left these behind, he says, holding up 1 ladder, 1 can of paint, and 1 paintbrush. Thank you, says Thomas, looking confused. Thomas counts his next pickup extra carefully. This time he is sure he is carrying 4 bunches of balloons, 5 horseshoe sets, and 6 blue ribbons. Little does he know that behind him, the troublesome truck jiggles off 1 blue ribbon and wiggles off 1 horseshoe set. Then he wobbles until 1 bunch of balloons loosens and sails away. Harold calls down to Thomas.
You might need some help.
Thanks anyway, Harold, Thomas peeps. Sir Topham Hatt is counting on me. At the station, Thomas waits for a worker to unload 6 blue ribbons, 5 horseshoe sets, and 4 bunches of balloons. But there are only 5 blue ribbons, 4 horseshoe sets, and 3 bunches of balloons. Bust my buffers, Thomas exclaims. Something isn't right. Just then, Harvey pulls in with 1 horseshoe set and 1 blue ribbon, and Harold swoops down with 1 bunch of balloons in his cargo net. Thank you both for your help, Thomas says sheepishly. I was sure I counted right. It's not your fault, Thomas, says Harold. It's the troublesome truck, explains Harvey. He thinks it's funny to drop off one of each thing you pick up. That cheeky truck, says Thomas. Suddenly, he has an idea. I can trick the troublesome truck by picking up one extra of everything. Then, when the troublesome truck drops one of each item, just the right number will remain. I'll need your help to pull it off, Thomas says to Harvey and Harold. Thomas travels to the farm for the next pickup. But instead of 7 bottles of milk, 8 baskets of eggs, and 9 barrels of butter, he asks the farmer to load 8 bottles of milk, 9 baskets of eggs, and 10 barrels of butter. Now, Thomas is all ready to go.
Back and forth. Drop one off.
The troublesome truck rattles. Harold and Harvey pick up what he drops and return it safely to the farm. When Thomas reaches the station, he has the right number of everything. The plan worked perfectly. Thomas's last job is to deliver 10 band members who will play at the fair. Luckily, he can use his reliable coaches, Annie and Clarabelle, for that. Thomas steams swiftly to the fairground, where Sir Topham Hatt greets him.
Well done, Thomas,
he exclaims.
You did all 10 jobs. I can always count on my #1 engine.
And I can always count on my friends, Thomas admits. I thought I could do all the work by myself, but today I learned that 3 of us are better than 1.